Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And heavyweight news and brief it is today. And before I get started, just wanted to say, while I don't always do these types of videos, they are sort of quite popular. I enjoy doing them. Sometimes there just isn't enough news to sort of cobble together for one of these sort of montage type pieces. But in the interim, between different videos like this, I am posting elsewhere with heavyweight news snippets of different things that are happening around the division. So 3 other places that you can find stuff that I am posting. So my Twitter, that is boxing_squared, so you know, the underscore line squared. Daily I'm posting stuff there. More recently, I've also been beefing up the stuff that I put on my Patreon. And a lot of that stuff is publicly available, so you don't have to, have a paid account. So there's news snippets, highlight videos, and quick take videos on different subjects, under the radar fights that I might want to do a video on for 2 or 3 or 5 minutes or something like that. Stuff that doesn't necessarily make the channel here. So you can go over to Patreon and get all of that content that I've just talked about for free. So if you sign up, that stuff is free, but if you want to go further and get exclusive weekly content, you can from as little as $1 a month sign up to that. And the other place where you can get stuff that I've been doing is my second channel, which is 99 Boxing. So this is the logo on screen. So if you search up 99 Boxing on YouTube, you will find it. And I'll also put a link in the description box to it. So that's more little highlights, clips, and packages and other little bits and pieces that I've been putting up. I'm trying to build that up as a second channel. I never know what's going to happen on YouTube, but if you could do me a solid and subscribe to that if you already haven't, I'd appreciate that. Anyway, to the matter at hand, the tit-for-tat back and forth between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury has flared up again, with the WBC champion Wilder biting back at a taunt from Fury that he was the one to land the $100 million deal after their fight, and not Wilder. Wilder hit back with 2 messages saying in one, "Yeah, the rumors are true at Tyson Fury. I knocked you into a concussion. Let me update your brain. I got receipts and it says you're a lying rat. Hashtag on Moses. We'll see who needs who, and I'm telling you, it's going to hurt. But you'll get over it. Meanwhile, let me drop this receipt. Hashtag excuse me." And then it was followed by another tweet saying, "Stop being a clout-chasing hoe at Tyson Fury. Your boss said that's not close to being accurate. In fact, that deal was made off the hopes of a rematch with me. And if I don't bless you again, you're effed. You big, boring, no power, hashtag dosser. I'm the champ, but hey, don't take my word for it. Just wait." And just for some context there about who he was talking about, the $100 million deal, which Tyson Fury had previously referenced. So Wilder was talking about a clip from Bob Arum where he was talking to the Boxing Voice saying the potential amount, that could be earned by Fury could exceed $100 million US for the lifetime of the deal, but that's certainly contingent on several factors, the different fights and winning and all that sort of stuff. So essentially he was saying it's not guaranteed money. Meanwhile, Wilder's co-manager Shelley Finkel is confident a deal will be reached for Wilder and WBC mandatory Dominic Brazil to fight on May 18th. The WBC has ordered the fight, with a purse bid set for early April if a deal can't be reached. Shelley Finkel told ESPN, "We're hoping to get it done. Hopefully it will happen this week or next week, and hopefully it's done. At this point, it's not done, but I think Brazil is a competitive and viable opponent." F.A. Ajagba is confident that he can handle anything that Amir Mansour throws at him when they fight this weekend in Carson, California. The 24-year-old, who is 8-0 heading into this fight, told PBC, "This is my first step-up fight, so I'm looking forward to that. Amir is very quick, very fast. I've got to back him up with my jab, to split him up with my jab. I cannot allow him to come close to me. If he does, I won't be able to throw my right hand. But I'm a different guy than everybody else he's fought. Everything that he's been able to do in the ring, he's not going to be able to do against me." And Ajagba, he will have the reach advantage for this fight of more than a foot against the veteran 46-year-old Mansour. Meanwhile, Ajagba's trainer Ronnie Shields has told NYFights.com, "You have to remember something. This guy is only 24 years old. we're not in a rush just to go ahead and get him rated as a top contender right now. He's still learning on the job. I think what happens a lot in boxing is guys start rushing so they can make that money right away, but then their careers don't last long. But FA is still learning a lot of things that we're teaching him, and that will help him move forward when he really fights the really, really big guys and the really good guys. In about a year's time, trust me, he'll start fighting the top 10 contenders. British prospect Daniel Dubois has weighed in at a career heaviest 240.5 pounds ahead of his 10th pro fight against Romanian Razvan Cajanu at the Royal Albert Hall in London, UK. But it's not much more than his previous 5 fights, where he had weighed in between 236 and 239 pounds. Cajanu, meanwhile, was 265 pounds, which is 8 pounds less than his previous fight. Dubois is the heavy favourite to win. Also a fight to watch out for this weekend is 14-0 fringe contender Sergey Kuzmin, who fights veteran high-level journeyman Joey DeWecco on the Dimitri Bivol undercard. Kuzmin says, "My fight with Joey DeWecco is another step on my road to a world championship. Watch my fight and I will demonstrate my boxing skills and the great training camp we've had for this fight." The 31-year-old Gary Cornish has retired from boxing on medical grounds. The 6'7" Cornish, who had a record of 25-2, including a loss to Anthony Joshua, had his licence revoked last year following a brain scan. Cornish says the doctors say it's too big a risk and have got to accept that. Okay, to the first of several heavyweight fight announcements in this video. Heavyweight contender Andy Ruiz Jr. will face Alexander Dimitrenko in a 10-round fight on April 20th in Carson, California, as the co-feature to Danny Garcia vs Adrian Granados. It will be Ruiz Jr.'s first fight with PBC. He left Top Rank recently. He will be favoured to beat Dimitrenko, who is largely seen now as a high-level gatekeeper type of opponent. Maybe that's all he's ever been. Dimitrenko has been in with the likes of Joseph Parker, Bryant Jennings and Adrian Granat in recent years, even stopping Granat and dropping Jennings in their fight. And Andy Ruiz Jr. on Instagram stated, "Yeah, April 20, it's about to go down. Can't wait, so excited to be back in action fighting Alexander Dimitrenko. It's going down, baby." 17-0 prospect Jermaine Franklin returns April 13th in Atlantic City on the Shields Hammer card against Rydell Booker, who has a 25-1 record. 38-year-old Booker has had an absence of 14 years from the sport following his 2004 loss to James Toney. He was in prison for that time, and he's only returned to the pro ranks since 2018. This isn't the first time that this matchup has been scheduled, and Franklin is the favourite. And it is the first fight that Franklin is having with his new promoter, Dimitri Salita. And another fighter who's just signed with Salita, Otto Wallin, will also appear on the same card. The 20-0 Swedish fringe contender will have his USA debut fight against Nick Kisner, who has a record of 21-4-1. On Instagram, Wallin stated, "This is a huge opportunity and I'm going to make the absolute most of it." Wallin has previously campaigned exclusively in Europe and had picked up the EU title, but has since vacated it. And per the EBU website, rising 13-0 Croatian prospect Peter Milas will fight French journeyman Cyril Leonet for the EU strap in April in Germany. The 4-0 prospect Bakadir Jalolov, who was promoted by Lou DiBella, has had his opponent for his next fight in Tustin, California on March 15th confirmed as Santander Salgado, who has a record of 28-6. This represents a step up in competition for the former amateur standout, but one he should be able to handle. 13-0 prospect Hemi Ahil returns later this month in Auckland, New Zealand, against 7-foot giant Julius Long, who has a reach of 90 inches. With Ahil being just 6 foot, he goes in with a massive height and reach disadvantage, but is still favourite against the 41-year-old Long, who has an 18-21 record and has seen better days. Arti Palello, the co-promoter for the 32-3 Russian Andrei Fedosov, says they want to fight with rising contender Adam Kovnatsky, stating, "That is a fight we would love to get for Andrei. Kovnatsky is a fighter that has some momentum behind him, but we feel Andrei's experience would be a factor in that fight. It also would get Andrei on the shortlist to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world." And Tyson Fury has wished former heavyweight champion Frank Bruno a speedy recovery after Bruno was hospitalised with pneumonia.
Hey, this is Tyson Fury, aka the Gypsy King. I just want to wish my pal Frank Bruno, one of the great legends of British boxing, all the best. All the best, Frank, and get well soon. And I'll see you soon, buddy. Keep fighting as you always do. Let nothing get in our way. I'll keep moving forward. We've got to keep moving forward, Frank. As you see now, pal, I'm in the gym myself. Got to keep moving forward. Come on, Frank. You can get over this, mate. Come back and get back on it. All the best, Frank. God bless.
That's it from me. Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.